Hello, guys. No, it's not about I couldn't wait, but I just wanted to share something with you guys, and we can even discuss about it. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Um, I just wanted to share with you guys. They are gonna come soon, probably in some minutes. Hello to Georgia. Um, hello, guys. Um, okay, a little bit more people comes, and I will talk about it. Um, just it's about calling the. You like t-shirts? Yeah, I like it too. Anyway, so it is about calling the some of the like very best matches of East versus West world title, and some people are just saying that it should only be in the world championships. They mean WAF, and I agree with them. They say that it needs to be a tournament and world championships, and um, but that is the amateur meaning of world championships. That is a true world championships. But there is also called something called professional world championships. Like for example, if you go to boxing world championships, amateur, you will see there is a tournament. There will be like quarterfinal, final, okay, semi-final and final it goes. But whenever it is the pro events, you don't see like George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali. They just compete the tournament and then you know you know meeting each other and elimination style, and then they just go up like this. They don't. It's a combat sport. So in the combat sports, in the professional events, there are rankings, and then the world title is determined by a title match between two best athletes. And some people says that yes, Pal had super matches. Yes, while did not really offer a lot international. You know, they usually choose people who can speak English, but I didn't see any Eastern monsters there. Um yes, Pal had some world title matches, and I agree. Like for example, if Pushkar is pulling there, if Rustam Babayev, if John Brzenk is pulling, that is heavy enough. They say, but East versus West is not open to everyone. It is open to everyone. It is open to every best athletes. They get invited. They have their chance to pull, and they have their chance to climb up to the title as well. It's not that I'm not invited. They are coming. I mean, if Cherkesov is not determining the best 70 kilo, if Bojdar Samushe is not determining the best 80, if any match with Sasho or any matches with Tatachins, Ongarbayev, Zirakashvili, John, of course, there is Rustam, but Rustam cannot compete. If Rustam wanted to compete, he cannot compete world championship either because the Ukrainian situation, it has nothing to do with me. And also about the Russian athletes, it's the same because of the war, not because like they are not allowed to compete. And when you have an event, like every event can have one title matches, you cannot have like many people competing. Like for example, John Brzenk is pulling Ongarbayev, Prudnik is pulling Tatachins, Egle is pulling Gabriela, Bojidar pulling Samusha. I mean, so this is, and just because they pull a title match, it does not mean that they will hold the title forever. If somebody is good enough, he will be invited too. I mean, who is not invited? And who is the best, very, very, very best arm wrestler in his category that is not invited here? I mean, the only we didn't see Levan, who is the very best of super heavyweight category. Other than that, you see, like those guys are like, you know, as good as possible. Yeah. No, there will be. I mean, I shared many times. There will be a helmet and with a uh, um. Yes. I talk with. I mean, what I don't understand that some people, I'm not gonna name it. They say like they have like 20 something world titles, and they win all of those in their own country against the same countryman, and they call nobody question. And then whenever the touching and pruning is pulling, like how can you question that? There is how can you question Gabriela versus uh, Gabriela versus Egle match? Hello. Salam alaikum, Ongarbayev. Can you turn the phone sideways?
Вот так?
Yeah, your phone, yeah, needs to.
Снимаю?
Yeah, you need to.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. Yeah. Anyways, I think that you need to play with the those options and then phone will.
Is that all right?
No, it still shows you not sideways, but it's okay.
Verнулась.
So your phone needs to look. I mean the that way, not this way, but that way. But yeah. Anyway, so let me. That way, not this way. I don't know how to go English ones.
Ось курс. Vay oraya. Şunlar oldu.
So Kydyrgali, you will have one of these.
Yeah, görünmez. I saw it.
This is for the winner of you and John Brzenk. This is the world title match for 100 kilo. Good. That's good. You have translator with you? You have translators?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Can you ask him how is he doing? How has he been? Yeah, John is here as well.
Okay. Қалай болып отыр дейді жұмыстар, қалай дайындық болып отыр, не болып отыр дейді. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, everything is good. Yeah.
And
everything is funny.
Yeah, how is his form now? Like, is he in his best shape?
Yep. Күшті нені формадасы. Yeah, everything is good. Excellent.
Yeah, so he's as good as near to his top 8 shape or no?
Бұрын олай бар дұрыс пайда отырған жоқтың жақсы. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, everything is going on plan, and we're doing as well as we do, doing everything.
So he's ready to compete against John.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be better if you ask him. Hello, John, you hear us?
Yeah, loud and clear. How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Kydyrgali.
It's nice to see you, John.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Yeah. So how are you, John?
I'm doing better. Been fighting this little bug that I've had for almost 2 weeks now, and I think I'm think I'm getting over it. My body's not hurting as bad as it was last week. So, but I'm still recovering from the Corey match.
Is there any possibility that you turn the sound a little bit up? Is it possible, or
You know,
John?
yeah. So I tried to, I tried to increase the sensitivity before I started, but I didn't see an option for it. So, because I had a problem with that the last time. Yeah. So obviously my microphone sucks.
Yeah, I hardly hear you. Yeah.
Let me see. Let me try to.
Now it's better. Yeah, when you get
It's
closer
better.
there, you're better.
It's better
but-
when I actually
Yeah.
get right up next to it and talk to it. Yeah, I wish I
Yeah,
could figure
yeah,
out how
yeah.
to do the sensitivity, but I haven't been able to do that. So
Yeah.
but anyway, so yeah, no, I'm feeling okay. I'm glad I still have 2 weeks to do hot tubs and massages and stuff like that. That'd be. I would definitely be concerned if we were pulling this weekend.
Yeah. It would be a problem. So, do you think that you will be rested and recovered well?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm like I said, I'm finally starting to get over this bug, and yeah, I mean, 2 weeks normally is enough time for me to to rest. I'm not planning on doing anything now between now and the tournament. So if things are like they used to be, normal healing and recovery, I should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, as I told you privately, like for 1 year, you have been probably competing more than anyone else
Yeah.
on this search. I mean, in that level, I don't think anybody has competed. Maybe Takashi as well, and I don't think that by resting. I remember years ago you told me that if you are very, very, very well trained, even 3 weeks of doing nothing, it wouldn't take
Right.
anything from you. This is
Right.
what you were telling me. I remember.
Right. Yeah. No. It's definitely getting to the point now. Back to my old self, where it's more important that I am I'm rested and healed than I am being in shape. I mean, before it was all about trying to get back in shape, but now I'm at a pretty high level where I'm just trying to not hurt myself.
Yes.
It's
I mean,
just
you don't
it's
need
just
to. Yeah, you are already up there. Like
Yeah.
just resting is not gonna hurt you. You don't like. It's not like you are losing time or something. More you
No.
rest, I think.
Yeah, no, but sometimes I get into the thought of doing light blood flow type workouts, and
Yeah.
I'm not even positive in my own mind if that actually helps or hurts me. I mean, I'm in the past I would just do absolutely nothing, cold turkey, nothing, and that's always worked. But as I've gotten, people have told me, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. It helps the healing process. So I've been kind of messing with those ideas, but I still don't concrete have them in my mind. Like, yeah, this is the best approach for a big.
I think
match.
as long as you don't do if you don't overdo it, I don't think it will hurt you. If you have some
Right.
pain, it will help some blood flowing. But when you
Right.
do a lot, then it is like
Just aggravates it.
your body may adapt that kind of feeling, and that's no good either, because ready go, you need to really
Right.
adapt for something tough, But if you do
Right.
a lot of light weights, and then it's no good, I mean, you can train for like 100 meters by running 10 kilometers every day,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's still a theory. There's no concrete right way. I think everybody's still trying to figure out the best way for them. So it evolves for sure. So, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the match. So.
Yeah. Can you ask Kydyrgali like how he feels that he's gonna face John in 2 weeks? What kind of feeling he has?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Can you ask Kydyrgali like what kind of feeling it is to know that he is going to face John Brzenk in 2 weeks?
Okay. 2 аптадан кейін Джонмен кездесу қалай болып отыр, сезімде болып отыр, қалай өзіңіз сезінесіз?
Джон Брzenk өте мықты спортсмен, деген бәрі спортсмен, оны сыйлаймын, құрметтеймін. Енді сол көрсетеді, дайындалдым, осы уақытқа дейін жақсылап.
I think that John is a legendary person and a legendary in our art sport, and I respect him. And I think time is show us what kind of wrestling it is, and it will be great arm sport for us.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do everything to do it the most interesting and the most grateful sports and round for everyone.
I understand. So we can't really wait to and can you tell him, honestly, like how he sees his chance against John?
Джонға қарсы қалай дайындалғысы ерекше болады ма?
Ештеңе ерекшелігі жоқ. Сол баяғы өзімнің стиліме кіргіземін.
It's gonna be normal as we used to do against everyone, and we do it normally as we used to before.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking, like how he sees his chance, winning chance against John. Does he see a close
Okay, I understood.
or yeah?
Шанс қалай деп ойлайсыз? Кім ұтады? Кімге қанша пайыз береді?
Biz Kazak'ın John'la birlikte var mısın?
Білмеймін, бірақ уақыт көрсетеді. I don't know the chance, what the chance and what the percentage will be. I'm just doing my best, and I hope that the best we're gonna win.
So the best one is gonna win. He doesn't like to talk a lot, John, huh? But he's very respectful guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we can do, really, when it comes down to it, is just come at our best and hope it's enough,
Yeah. You remember, John? You were originally gonna pull Irakli, but Irakli lost against Todd, and then in the press conference, Prudnik was saying that the toughest opponent for him would be Irakli, and then you said that Todd is gonna beat Irakli, and then Todd is gonna beat Prudnik in August, and then you two are gonna prove that you two will be the pulling in the US to prove that. I think you were a little bit provocated when Prudnik discounted you and Todd, like, the most important, most strongest is the Irakli, and then you kind of felt like you had to answer something. You still believe that you and Todd are going to be the ones that are gonna pull to determine the best one?
Well, yeah, no, Todd's already proven half my point by beating Irakli, so yeah, I mean, Todd and I are definitely the biggest threats to Prudnik as far as the West goes. So, I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. It's coming up here shortly, the first part of the test against Mr. Hutchins. So, hopefully he'll succeed, and then we're slated for the match in November, right?
November, yeah. You versus Prudnik, yeah. That will be a bread cutting, yeah. Same as the. But where do you see Ongarbayev? Where do you see him?
His right arm looks full. He looks strong. He looks healed. His right is definitely bigger than his left. Maybe that's the position he's in. I'm expecting a great match from him. I mean, he's young. He's proven himself against the very top heavyweights. He's explosive. That's always a danger for me. I watched some of his matches, and his style is very similar to mine back when I was a younger age. So I know how dangerous that can be, and how if you're explosive and have no pain, it can be a very effective move. And I'm expecting a shocker after the go. So I'm just hoping to be able to slow it down and be able to figure out a way to have the match go a little bit longer distance. But yeah, I see Ongarbayev as good, if not better, than Prudnik. So this will be a huge test for me for sure.
yeah, looks like he proved his outside skill being better than Prudnik's when they pull at top 8. When they both go outside versus outside, Ongarbayev was better. He top rolled Prudnik. Prudnik managed to win with a hook move. And
Right.
so, yeah, so I kind of think that he is going to go outside with you, and it will be an outside battle. This is what
Yeah.
I expect from your match. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you also expect, but yeah,
yes,
you say.
I'm hoping that that match is going that direction is successful for me because I've also watched him pull numerous guys in a hook, and he seems like he's got a great defensive hook and great endurance. So I really don't want it to go there. I'm really hoping that our match doesn't end up falling into a wrist to wrist because I think that'll turn out badly for me. So. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to hang with his top roll and have better side pressure and be able to maintain somewhat of type of control. But yeah, time will tell. I will switch it up if I fail with a top roll. I don't know if I have the downward hooking hand control capability that Prudnik has, so I'm not sure that would be successful, but. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be. I think probably things are going to change up a little bit throughout the super match.
Yeah, I have a question for you. When you put Corey West, did you go there with like having a mind to hook him right away, or you felt his hand strength before the go, and then you suddenly decided to go inside?
No. He put me inside. My mindset was always from the beginning to the end is to try to top roll him always put pressure on his hand. So I
Yeah.
never came across aggressive to try to get on his bicep to basically hook from the start. I was always trying to go backwards, and which put me out of position. But my arm strength was enough to be able to hold off the surge. But yeah, no, I didn't purposely ever go into a hook. He pretty much forced it into a hook, and
But
I had to
whenever
struggle
he
from
hooked
there.
you, you did not seem like you were trying to topple and open like this. It seems like you realized that, and then you position. You realize that you couldn't topple him. So once he's gonna control you, suddenly move there.
Yeah.
Like you were not
Well,
stubborn to.
yeah, it was almost not really a top roll hook, but a bicep hook. So I was just
Yeah.
coming up, just trying to protect and basically wear down his surges. I didn't feel like I had any confidence in the lat drag to actually pull on his bicep to get him in a defensive position. I was just trying to get him to wear himself out by his surges. So it didn't look like I was trying to top roll maybe once it got to the point where it was a full hook, but I was still always pulling, forcing the match up with a high hook.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah. So at the beginning of the program, we asked Kydyrgali if his shape was as good as his top 8 shape. And I think I didn't really understand the answer. Like a few years ago, he pulled successfully against even Levan. Of course, Levan beat him without much problems, but he performed better than what people expected. And so I know that he had some shoulder injury and even had a surgery. And from that shape to this shape, where is he now? Can you ask him? If his shape against Levan was 100, where is he at now, in his opinion?
Tushunursun.
Son sırada қазір андай иықтарына проблема бар
Операция істеген енді негізі қазір өте жақсы болып келе жатыр. Ливанның өскен кезде ондай ешқандай иықта проблема жоқ. Қазір жай жақсы болып келе жатыр.
Yes, you said rightly that I had a problem 2 years ago and I injured my shoulders, but we operated and from time to time we just going better, and my shape is not and will not be lower. I'm doing my best. қанша келеді?
Үзбестен.
And then now is 105 kilograms my weight.
What's that? What was the last thing you said?
The kilogram
His weight.
is 105 now.
Oh, he's 105 kilogram. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Can you
And,
ask him? Can you ask him? Yeah. Okay. Stay.
And when I rested with Livan, I didn't have any problems with my shoulders, but after it, I had it, and we just recovering, and it's going well.
I understand. And can you ask him what caused that injury? Did it happen during a match or during the training?
Okay. Не, біреумен күресіп кезде болды ма тұрақма или триумфқа? Прудникта. Yeah, we had the injury when I was wrestling with Prudnik.
Oh, Prudnik. Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah. So it must be a very tough match for him. So it is good that he is in good shape right now. He's ready to pull, and we saw that he lost. He lost at the Kazakhstan Championships, but he got the revenge in the Asian Championships, and also there was another Kazakhstan Championships that he won, and he looked in very good shape. What was his opponent's name? I forgot. What was the final guy?
Ең соңғы финалда адам. Varanov. It was Varanov.
Yeah, Valery Baranov. Yeah, Valery Baranov, the hook puller. Yeah. It was. Yeah, he seemed very dominant, and looks like he's coming back. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. John, I know that you gave your thoughts about some other matches as well. I think you were guest for Kurdeka, but is there any other match is taking your attention in this card?
I mean, they all are interesting. They're all great matches. And again, I mean, which one in particular you want me to comment on? Do you want me to comment on the big one, the Jerry and Gennady match? I mean, very excited to see that.
Is there anything that there are? Yeah, I mean those matches. Like, do you expect any surprise? Like, do you expect, for example, Morozov to do anything to Dave or no?
I do. I mean, he improved so much from the first time that I was there when I pulled Zolov to the second time. So, I mean, if he is on that kind of trajectory, I have no reason to believe that he can't give Dave trouble for sure. I mean, his basic frame is bigger than Dave's. He's got bigger hands, probably better. Dave's tough to top roll, but if anybody's equipped, it would be Morzarov. So we'll see. Yeah, that should be a great match. I mean, I think if Dave controls the match and Dave is able to sweep him a little bit to his side of the table, that Dave will just overpower him and bring him right to the pad. But Dave's hand has been suspect a little bit. I mean, if you keep working on it after 6 rounds, you never know. So, yeah, it's definitely a possibility to crack.
So you have endurance concerns.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody does. I mean, from just watching his recent match with Gennady, I mean, he was so dominant out of the blocks, and then kind of faded enough in the mid section there that it ended up, turning the whole super match around. So he just needs to stay.
Can you talk a little bit closer to microphone?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I gotta figure out this sensitivity thing. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, and then with Jerry and Gennady, I mean, Gennady has obviously proven that he is super strong on a hook. So I see no reason for it to go anywhere other than just in a hook. And if Jerry's able to get his shoulder roll in there, if he is able to get behind his arm, I think it might be interesting for Gennady. But Gennady can still top a little bit, but I'm not sure if he's aware of the dangers of top rolling Jerry Kydyrgali. So that should be very interesting. Also, just how either one of them play it and how much homework they've done. They're both equally strong in their areas. So exciting stuff.
Yeah, many people says that, Jerry doesn't have chance against Gennady, but from what I understand from what you say, that you are thinking that if Gennady is ready, then they could be trouble.
Yeah. No, I think Gennady, if he doesn't try to top roll off the beginning and stays in a hook and is explosive and gets Jerry separated a little bit, I think that's probably his easiest approach to take the match. But if he's hesitant at all and he lets Jerry get behind his arm, it could be a quick victory for Jerry. So it's going to be just a matter of the start and how things. How aggressive they are at the table to get that offensive position.
I understand. And Kydyrgali, what do you think about Morozov and Dave Chaffee? I don't know if they
Sorry?
hear me. Do
Yeah,
you guys
we
hear
had
me?
yep, we hear.
Yeah. And what does he think about Dave Chaffee and Morozov, his countryman?
Can you repeat, please?
The Artem Morozov and Dave Chaffee, they will have a super match. What does Ongarbayev think about it?
Морозовпен біреу жатты дейді, сол туралы не ойлайсыз сол матч туралы?
Мықты, үшін екеуі. Екеуі де мықты спортшы.
The both sportsmen are good and in excellent shape. I don't have any opposition who gonna win, but I think that both men are possible to win, and I'm just wish good luck for both men.
Okay, so he doesn't have any opinion about prediction, but he just thinks both of them are very strong. Yeah, and does he have any opinion about Prudnik and Tatarchins?
Prudnik пен Tatarchins сол туралы ше дейді. I think that the higher chance has Prudnik. Prudnik is, I think, in my opinion, Prudnik is gonna win. But it's not gonna be the easy match for Prudnik. But after all, Prudnik will be a winner.
So he sees Prudnik as the favorite. I understand. Yeah. Yep. That is. Yeah. He has an opinion. I was afraid that he was gonna say that he respects all and then wish them good luck. It's very John. You are the man. Hope you recover well. I wish you the best. Yeah.
So yeah, between Todd and Prudnik, getting back to that match. I mean, I even kind of just lost my thought of what I was going to say with that match. If it goes into a hook, I mean, yeah, it can be a long grinder. I think Prudnik's going to have to probably post and try to top roll Todd's hand. I can't see Todd at this point in his career getting beat directly wrist to wrist in a hook. So we'll see what transpires.
I asked Prudnik, like, are you gonna beat Todd? He said yes. I said which way? He said in all ways. He said I said including hook. Yeah, he said yes, including hook as well.
Okay, we'll see.
Do you think it's possible or?
I don't think it's possible, but I'll be very impressed if he's able to do it. I mean, if he does it, it's going to be a long match that lasts a couple minutes, and I think it would be a point where Todd's hand just burns out. But I've never seen Todd give up, a wrist-to-wrist hook match. I mean, other than being pressed.
Once the match is stopped, right?
Once the match is stopped, he's pretty ruthless.
I understand. Yeah, I don't know why. Like if you beat Todd Hutchins, it should be good enough. You don't have to beat him in a hook. but Prudnik says he's gonna do. Let's see if he's gonna really try. He also
Right.
said that he's gonna do wrist curling with Matt Mask. Remember, he said he's gonna do wrist flexion.
Right,
But
right.
do you realize that he tried that one time? He tried. He let it go, but he barely.
Barely
I
got
thought he
it
was
back.
gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he better be in a lot better shape this go around than he was than when he pulled the Matt Mask, or he's
He
going to
will
get
be.
beat.
He will be.
He will
He
get
will
beat.
be. Yeah.
So
My guess is he will be there about 10-15% better shape.
yes.
My guess.
Is there a weight cap for the Hutchins match with him?
107,
Or no?
107. People
Oh,
says that
107
if it's a
kilos.
110 kilo category, why do you put 107 limit? It is because I decided to make official weight categories after I set this match, and they agreed with
Gotcha.
each other 107 kilo, so we can't really break the agreement. You understand?
Right.
So that is why, yeah.
Well, yeah.
And
Lucky for
what's that?
Lucky for Prudnik, he's got small legs. He can still make that weight. That's incredible.
I don't know.
As
He's
big as his
having
upper
hard
body
time.
is.
He will have a hard time to make the weight. Trust me.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
asking me what time is the weigh in, which day is the weigh in.
Right.
It's day before morning. As you and Zolev did. Yeah.
Right.
And can you ask Ongarbayev, my friend, that what does he think about the Irakli versus Krasimir? I'm curious because these are your possible future opponents.
Yeah.
How does he see that match? Irakli versus Krasimir.
They are wrestling with the left or right hand?
Right arm.
Казамир кіші Казамир қазір түркі верхпен күресіп жүр. Енді қазір баяғыдай кіріп күрескенде ұтарған. Қазір верхпен.
Krasimir is wrestling now the overhand on the top of the hands, and the chance is lower than is used to before.
No, Krasimir top roll with left arm. With right arm, he hooked.
оң қолмен хук жасайды, сол қолмен жүрсе. I think that's the higher chance I'm gonna give to Krasimir.
Oh, you're gonna give to Krasimir, yeah. John, did you know that they had certain amount of money offered for them, and they made an agreement that winner is gonna take the 75% of the money, and the other one. Did you know about that?
No, very, very exciting for them to
Yeah,
do that.
this is what
that.
Krasimir offered me. Krasimir offered me this. I never told Irakli.
Okay.
And then I made a poll about this match. The poll was after Irakli beat Marcio, so the public was just so much, impressed by Irakli.
Yeah.
And then the poll result was like 85% for Irakli, 15% Krasimir. I think Krasimir saw this, he didn't like it, and he reminded me again. Did you ask him my offer? And I said, I didn't, but if you want, I can. And I asked him, Irakli said, yeah, why not? Let's go.
Right.
And then now they are gonna. So how do you see this match?
Wow, yeah. I mean, like you just mentioned, Rekle looks so impressive against Marcio, but not so much against Hutchins. So I still think is impressive as Rekle looked against Marcio, that I think he's probably ready to take Krasimir with the top roll. I mean, his arm strength looked pretty dang good against Marcio. So in Krasi, the last couple outings I've seen him, he hasn't looked as impressive as the old Krasi. So I mean, if I have to choose, I'm going to have to go with the Rekle being the favorite in this one coming up.
Mm-hmm. So Ongarbayev says that Krasimir is the favorite, and you say that Irakli is the favorite in this match. Yeah, that's also. And how do you also see that Oleg Zok versus Dadikian left arm? But remember that Dadikian is from about 115 kilo going down to 102 kilo.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about David. I mean, I've just seen a little bit of footage of how well he does left-handed against Denis Saplinkov. So
during training matches, right?
Yeah.
But remember, he was my guest. He said right now Denis is 50% of what he was.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I know Davis got great hand control, and he seems to be really strong at controlling the top roll and controlling, getting a hook in with his left. He's super fast, but he's been really, no one's really been tested in the last 2-3 years. So he can come in as a monster. I mean, if he's able to get Oleg's arm at an angle and is able to grab him a little low on the wrist and force that hook, I see him winning. But boy, that's a tough, tall order, right? Oleg is so awkward with that massive, massive hand and that massive forearm with that top roll. So yeah, impossible for me to predict. I don't know. Yeah.
So you think it's a close match? Anything can happen?
No information. Not enough information. Yeah, no, it's going to be close.
Yeah. And can you ask the same question to Ongarbayev, please?
Yep. Between I don't remember the names.
It is Oleg Zok and David Dadikyan with left arm.
David Dadikyan sol қолымен.
Жоқ, барлықтарыңыз білесіздер, сол қолмен өте мықты спортсмен.
Жоқ па?
Олег Жоқ.
Everyone know that the joke is good in left arm.
David деген өте жас. Оны жарыс кезінде көреміз, нақты білмеймін.
David. David, we all know that David is younger, and he's very perspective, and he is doing good job in training and in sport, and we will see who's gonna be.
He has no prediction.
Yeah, we don't have the straight prediction to the one sportsmen who actually respect all them. And we're gonna see who gonna win.
Okay, if he thinks that one guy is gonna win, he thinks that he may be disrespect to other guy.
Yeah. The one is prospects, and the younger. The second one is the good shape in left arm.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you again. Where is Oleg been living lately? Is he still in Ukraine, or where is he at?
Yeah. He has been in Ukraine. Yeah. He said that his lifting numbers are good, but he didn't have a chance to pull at the table. Last week, I think I had the interview with him, and then he said the same week he was gonna pull with some of the strong guys, and then see where he is at. So I think that he will. I don't know what was the result of that.
Yeah. What are his strong guys? I know he lived kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Does he pull with Petrenko, or who does he pull with?
I have no idea who he meant, but he said that he's gonna go to his friends, the strong guys, and then there he will see himself. Yeah, and I don't know. That guy is a very good natured guy, very, very friendly guy, a super nice guy. I just wish him the best. He suffered a lot, and I hope that he is gonna come strong. Of course, I organize the event. I don't really care who wins, but I just wish him the best generally about everything.
Right.
Yeah, first that accident, and now the war, and this and that is just not easy, for sure. Yeah, let's see how it will be. There are some other. Yeah, okay. The most important. I say most important because you pulled both of them in last year. I mean, in a year.
Oh yeah.
In last 1 year.
Chance and Zurab.
Okay. Who am I gonna ask?
Chance and Zurab.
Yeah. Yep.
As long as Chance doesn't top roll too hard, if he needs to be fluid, and he needs to be aggressive, and he needs to aim for the pinning pad when he's top rolling. So not so much hand control, because he's going to easily get hand control. He can't top roll too much. He needs to also have that side pressure hit. And I don't see why Chance shouldn't be able to do what I did to Zurab. And as long as he's not hesitant and he's not stupid like me, and he hits and is offensive and aggressive to the pad, I'm going to say 3-0 Chance. I think Chance has definitely gotten stronger and has definitely the right combination of tools and ability to win this match 3-0. So
yeah, How did you see his match with Tatashins? I was impressed by Chan's performance.
Yeah, no, very, very good to be able to top roll top. But like most people, you run out of side pressure to try to finish. But the other factor that I haven't really taken into account is that Chance is pulling Ron Bath today, and that might take a chink or two out of his armor.
It
So we'll
depends
see.
how hard he will be, right? It
Yeah,
depends
how hard he
how
pulls.
hard he will.
If Ron pushes him to the limit, and if Ron wins any of the matches, even I see that being tough to rebound. Back to full strength in 2 weeks. I mean, I know I was. I mean, I had Dustin come over yesterday. I did some light pulling after just 2 weeks after Corey, and I'm still a wreck. I mean, so it's.
Yeah, but John, how old is Chance?
It can definitely make a difference. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
definitely a factor to take into consideration. That Chance might be a little bit beat up. So
Yeah,
we'll see
and
how
what
his
do you think about Ray versus Ryan? Does Ray have any chance against Ryan?
I don't know enough about Ray. If Ray beats Ryan, it's going to have to be after the go, ready 1 2 go, 1 second match. If Ryan's able to stop the match anywhere, well, if he stops the match out of the straps and then hangs on, which I don't see Ryan falling into trying to hang on to a bad position out of the straps. If it goes to the straps and the match stops, I gotta go with Bowen. I mean, he's impressed me so much during our practices with his ability to, stop the match and have great endurance. So it's going to have to be an explosive offensive victory for Ray to pull this off.
Can you ask Kydyrgali what does it like concern him about John's abilities? Did you understand my question? Like where, what part about John, like, does he see dangerous? Like his knowledge, his experience, his like technical abilities, his top roll, the pronator, the wrist. Like, what does he concern the most?
Okay. John'un қандай навыктары ең опасный деп естиді. Миыма, мышцасына, тартуына, сөйлеуіне, түстігіне.
Шыдамды, мықты, связкая. Жақсы қалған. Өстіп артып тұрып.
I think that John, like I said, John is a legendary sportsman, and I think that the experience of John is very high, and he has the skills in every position. He has the skills and the power to protect all the attacks and be in every position.
So he is saying that John is ready to answer every attempt of Ongarbayev, and it will be up to the strength. So this is what he thinks.
Yeah, şimdi любой атакаларды қайтарып білемін. Сіз атака жасаңыз, John қайтарып үлгерсе, қандай нелер болады? Күшке саласың.
Yeah, physical.
I think that's I have and I give my position to straight.
What that is also focused. So I understand.
I don't understand. Did you say everything you wanted to say, or?
I think that's I'm gonna give my position to the straight. Strange.
Okay, did you understand, John, or?
No, but But I feel like I feel like I'm looking at a younger version of myself. I mean, I think his abilities are very, very similar to my own, but just younger. So I know he pulls very well outside. He pulls very well inside. So yeah, and he seems like he's got great guts and great endurance. So you know, somewhat not looking forward to
You will enjoy.
a very hard grinder. I'd rather have somebody that I could take out of position and would give up easily, but it doesn't look like that's going to be this match.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Remember his match with Alex Kurdeka? He put him in every position. He still fights. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to make.
But that is gonna make us. I mean, it's hard for you, hard for him, but for the people who will watch,
right.
Right. We will enjoy it. We will enjoy that. More harder for you, more we will enjoy because it will be a good match.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it gets into that arena. I'm hoping that I'm just not badly taken out of position off the start. That's my biggest fear going into this match, that his explosive nature will really cause havoc.
Yeah, in my opinion, you need to keep his wrist flat at all times. Once he little bit riskier, he will hit from here so hard. So I think that if he hits from here, you need to make sure that you also have here. Then we will see the war. It will be incredible match. This is my opinion. Yeah, I think. And can you ask Ongarbayev, just honestly, I know he respects John so much, but does he expect, like he estimate, a war, like very tough match, or he thinks that it will go either way easy? Either John will win easy, Ongarbayev will win easy, or he's expecting a war from this match.
Okay. 오늘 오던 우리만 안오 우리만 이제 이렇게 알았어. Kim arasında soğuk oldu.
John Brzenk'ti құрметтеймін, бірақ өте қызықты классик болады. Барымды саламын. Жеңу үшін.
Соғыс болды.
Жауынгер халықты жеңу үшін бәрін саламын.
Okay. I think that it's going to be war, and it's going to be tough fights, and I will do my best because I'm training so much. And we will see who will win, but I'm going to do my best.
Yeah. I understand his point, but he is also expect. And John, do you expect a war?
I do. Yeah, I do. I'm just from watching, his previous matches. Even when he's in a bad position, he guts it out. So I think he's going to be stubborn. So yeah, I'm.
Yeah, but we don't see you giving up either when you have the position.
No.
Like I mean, like people talked about your endurance only because of the Devon match, but other than the Devon match, look at the other matches. I mean, the only last one was very, very tough because he had so much horsepower and body weight. It was just like, I mean, it was impressive that you stop him and you handle that pressure. You became so red though.
Yeah. No, that's my worry is going into deep matches like that. After my first match with Corey, yeah, I actually felt dizzy, and that doesn't normally happen to me.
Yes.
So the exertion was quite high. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but you are a warrior. You just didn't give up. He pushed you to your limits. But just remember, Ongarbayev is more technical, but I don't think that he has such a horsepower. Not many people in this world have that kind of side pressure, horsepower that Corey has.
Well,
so
hopefully it's not steady horsepower like that. I mean, I envision or I suspect that Ongarbayev will have better explosive hits. I think he's more dangerous because when he does decide to turn it on to go and hit, it's going to be like, a little hammer hitting you, bang, bang, bang. So I'm going to have to be more ready for those quick, hard surges than that steady pressure.
I think loading a little bit, loading before the goal a little bit will help. That's my opinion. Yeah, but he's not like a flash spinner, but he is just also position gainer, with the goal, that's something like that. I don't think he's gonna directly go to the pin pad, but he's just gonna try to probably put you out of position. This is what he will do. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I'm sure that once you hold his hand, You will analyze everything. You will you will make the right decision. In my opinion, you will win or you will lose. It's all up to the strength after a point. The other guy is not a beginner either. He's also
Right.
very
Yeah,
experienced,
no, he's
smart,
seasoned.
well-rounded guy.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Incredible, Yeah. Yeah. One guy here says that Engin giving John advice left my ass over. Do you think that me sharing my opinion and even giving you advice is this something silly, John? Because people
No, of
probably
course
think
not.
that I'm a beginner or something.
No, of course not. I listen to everybody's opinion. I still, I still analyze it and think about it, and it's
Yeah.
going to affect me for sure. But it's not cut and dry. It's still up to me, and it's still all
Yeah.
about, like you said, the feel of the match. I mean, you can go in with a big plan of what you're going to do, and then get up to the table, and it's like the funny saying. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face, and then all of a sudden their instincts
Yeah. Yeah.
kick in, and you just do what you
Yeah.
normally feel like you got to do. So.
Yeah. But do you think that I am someone who knows arm wrestling a little bit?
Oh yeah, you know a few things. So yeah, you've given me advice that I've gone home with and went, okay, well I'll give that a try for a while. And sure as shit, hey, wait a minute, that does work. That does make me stronger. So yeah, no, you've analyzed the sport more as much as anybody. I'm losing you. You still there?
Yeah. Anyway, so it was. So another question, and then we can finish. It is 43 minutes. Obviously, Ongarbayev is not someone who loves to
do the social media thing. He looks relaxed though.
Neither predicts, yeah, yeah. Everyone is, like so. So, John, how do you see the world ranking right now in the open class?
In
your opinion? Yeah,
well.
like how do you it's just opinion, we all have opinion, and like it doesn't mean that we're gonna set the super matches and we will find out for sure who is where. But even when we find out where everybody is ranked for sure, it also can change 2 months later, 3 months later, depending on the shape of the person. It doesn't always go. But as of now, how do you see that?
Well, I mean, what's his name? Sylvia that beat
Slav, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see his last training match? Training match with Vitaly? Did you see?
No,
like
I didn't see
something.
No.
Yeah, just Vitaly was clearly better, but
better. Okay.
Yeah, but it is only training.
Okay. Well, I mean, he obviously showed the world in a tournament setting that he was more explosive and stronger than Vitaly. So I'd have to put him at probably the number 2 guy against obviously Levon being the king of the mountain right now. And then from there, I don't know. I just Vitaly's possibly 3. Does he have enough top roll to be able to beat Dave? Good question is, where does Hermes fall into this? I mean, I know you were possibly setting up a match with Hermes and Dave Chafee. That would be just awesome. I mean, we'll be able to figure out how much back pressure and how much explosive power Hermes really has. If he can bust Dave open, then we're talking about Hermes as being a possible candidate to do the same against Levon. Which I believe that would probably be easier with Hermes' style to take on someone like Levon with that high hand top roll than to try to out top roll someone as tall as Vitaly. So, yeah.
So it's just kind of confusion, right? It's just they need to, yeah.
Yeah, of course. We haven't had enough matches to really determine the top 5-6 guys, but that's pretty well determined. I mean, and then you've got the unknowns of like the Jerry Cadorets and the Gennadys. I mean, yes, do they belong in the conversation? Yeah.
Do you think that like last year Gennady lost against Hermes, but last 2 rounds he didn't try to pull his elbow back, but he just hit more sideways. It seemed like a little bit hurt Hermes, but Hermes just was 4-0 already, so he did not really kill himself to win the last 2 rounds. But
Yeah.
you know, since then, Gennady has been competing. He beat Michael, then Dave Chaffee, and now he's pulling Jerry. If he wins against Jerry in November, Jerry no Gennady, if he wins, Gennady and Hermes. If Jerry wins, Jerry will be Hermes. He will be. Do you think that you know there is any possibility that after, because it was Gennady's first match after many years of being away, do you think
Right.
that there is possibility that you know Gennady may win this time, or you think that because Hermes is top reliability, he's gonna beat him again
Yeah, oh, I think
if they
Hermes
pull?
has definitely progressed in a year. I mean, just using Alex Kardashev as a gauge. I mean, obviously, I mean, it was just practice, but it looks like
Mm-hmm.
Hermes has definitely gotten a level up from what he was a year ago or so. So that would be an interesting match, just because I think they both gentlemen have improved quite a bit. So if they've
Mm-hmm.
equally improved, though, I still gotta maybe give the nod to Hermes, especially in the early rounds. Uh, you know, Gennady definitely has a better
Mm-hmm.
endurance and he can stick it out, but it's tough in a super match when you only get a minute and a half to rest. It's so tough to bounce back. But
Yeah.
um,
It is also a little bit different than Dubai. In Dubai, you need to win 4 times to win. In Istanbul, you need to win three
just
times.
three
That
times,
one
yeah,
round sometimes makes difference,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you may
Yeah,
win the
yeah. I
third
mean,
one, but
you can lose a series based on just the first match if you're not, careful and calculative. I
yeah,
mean, yeah. So um,
yeah,
there's a few fine factors that people don't take into consideration that can make all the difference in the world, from going three
yeah,
zero
yeah, yeah.
to
And
making it a
can you
fight.
ask Ongarbayev before we close, how does he see the top five or around there? Like, what is his opinion about the best arm wrestlers in the world in open class?
Okay. Top bestleri туралы ойлайсыз? Қайсысы?
Ең үлкен салмақтағы ең үлкен салмақта пресс спортшы
Уже ме?
Your sound is
Oh,
close to the
sorry.
microphone. Yeah.
әлемде мықты спортшылар көп. Ең мықтысы Ливан.
I think that there is a lot of sportsmen who can beat uh, one another to
Mhm.
another. But Levan is, I think the top one is Levan.
Mm-hmm. And then what does he think about the others? Like, it doesn't have to be in
Okay.
order 2, 3, 4, but who are the other ones that he thinks like in top 5?
Okay. Бірден 3-ке дейін, бірден 5-ке дейін деп айтса да болады. Или просто кім беске лайықты сол жақта болады.
Көп мықты енді қайсысын айта берейін, енді айтсам барлығы мықты ғой.
Республикадан айтасыз. Ол екен ба мысалы?
Бәрі мықты бірін жеңіп, ешкім тұрып қалған жоқ.
I think that the other positions is not the 100 for sure, because everyone can get and win to another.
Топ 5-ке
Mhm.
Топ 5-ке Джон Брzenk кіргізген.
And I think that in top 1 I'm gonna get in John. Top 5. Top 5.
Oh, he thinks that John is in top 5?
Yeah.
Соның ішіне кіргіземіз.
I appreciate that. I have to disagree, but
Yeah. He may, John, listen, he may mean it, or he may be making path for himself.
right. No, I've got.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. John, the last thing I will ask you, and we will finish. There is World Championship, which is WAF, and it is like in amateur meaning, when I say amateur meaning, I don't mean like any lower, is a tested like real true world championships there, especially up to 90 kilo. I mean, I don't see anyone touching to WAF athletes. But when you go about there, then you see those Laletins, Levans, Hermes, Dave, you know, in 100, 110, you know, Prudnik and everyone. So, like, whenever I do organize the title matches, like, for example, there is guy, Cherkasov is the last two times, you know, like 2 years, he is the WAP champion in 70 kilo. Bojidar is the 80 kilo world champion, but one before will pull for the title. And I already invited Sasha here before he pulled Irakli. And in 100 kilo, we have athletes like you, Zolev competed, Hutchings, Irakli there, Ongarbayev is there, Prudnik is 110, you know, Barboza, all those guys. And in super heavyweight, you know, as you saw, Michael has been here, Dave here, Hermes competed, Jerry competed, Gennady, only Levan hasn't been here, and Devon. But as if you say like absolute best, only Levan is missing. So do you think that, you know, it is like this matches, like for example, Gabriela versus Egle? Yeah, I mean, if in the females, if you would say GOAT, it would be Irina Makeva, Egle White-Kute, and Gabriela. These are like both, all of them have more than 20 world titles, incredible athletes, you know, very dominant. Like it is just like almost, I don't know who to compare you, but just you pull in someone at your level, John. So whenever I say that these are like world title, and then someone says that, you know, oh, it needs to be tournament style, and then there needs to be a tournament open to everyone. But I think these people are mixing the amateur meaning of the world title and the professional meaning of the world title. If you go to world boxing championships in amateur, there is a tournament that they pull, and then quarter final and semi-final and the final. But when you go to do professional, then it's gonna be one-on-one combat match. And do you think that these matches here, do they carry the weight of being the best guys in the world?
Yes, I mean easy answer. You know, yeah. They're the ranked. They're proven. These are the guys that go to the WAF Worlds and have won dozens of WAF titles. So I mean, yeah, this is the best of the best, and
yeah, also it's open to WAF athletes too. I mean, why didn't the WAF athletes if they're best as well? Who is not here? You know, Rustam is not here. It's because he cannot get out of Ukraine.
Right.
And who is not here? Laleti is not here. Slav is not here. They cannot go off either. You understand?
Yeah.
So
you obviously don't have the time to be able to run a full-fledged from beginning to end double elimination tournament to determine the best guy on that particular date. I mean, it's just these guys have to prove themselves throughout the year and beat the top guys and win these tournaments, and then beat the guys that beat those guys and get through the rankings and get recognized and ranked, and then you know that's who you've got now.
Enough, they will be invited too. If they are good enough, they will be invited too. You know.
Of course.
You know what I mean. If they are good enough, then also like I also watch WAF, and then if they are winning WAF or something, if they are like that dominant, we invite them too. The door is open, but not every event I can set like I know you understand what I mean. It needs to be one at a time, you know. Like John and Ongarbayev pulls the winner, and then someone else that we see that around that level, he comes and pulls that guy. I mean, nobody is gonna forever be a title owner or something. Everyone will have their chance, but they need to prove themselves somewhere, you know. This is what I try to say. But what I'm just saying, like John, I organized 56 super matches, but you see the level, 56 super matches in 4 events. And then there will be more every 3 months, hopefully. So I am giving enough of chance to the elite athletes. And if this is not carrying the title, then what is carrying the title? You know what I mean? So, but by saying this, I'm not trying to give credit to the event, but I'm just trying to give credit to these athletes that they deserve. You know what I mean, right?
I agree with you. 100% I agree.
Yeah. So
I'm
because
completely
they
on board.
just like I try to do something good, and whenever I do, and then I see the muds are coming from everywhere, or they pulling me down. No,
Yeah,
you
no, no,
you
no.
don't do that. Yeah.
Don't let the negative criticism affect your what you're doing, Engin.
No, I'm just trying to explain everyone this so people can understand because some people doesn't know, some people have bad intention. For the
Yeah,
people doesn't know, that's why I talk with you that so they can understand. But for the bad intending guys, you can't do anything, just
right.
no matter what you do, it never change. Anyways, so only 2 weeks left, and I'm very, very honored to have you guys. And I think you guys are arriving 3, 4 days before the event. And so just say like 10 days later, we will see you in Istanbul, hopefully. And
We'll be
is there
there.
anything that you want to say last before we close, John?
I'm just super excited. I'm looking forward to meeting you again. Last time was probably 2, 3 years ago in China, and I'm yeah, just looking forward and excited to compete against someone at your level. So
Yeah. Did you? He said all these things to Ongarbayev. I don't know if you heard and translated to him. Is there
Yep.
anything that Ongarbayev wants to say before we close?
Okay. Yani шығардың алдында бір айта түсудер бар.
Жон Брzenk Kydyrgali үшін енді өзім сол сәтте астан күтудемін. Көріскенше.
Okay. I wish to join the success in training, and hopefully we're gonna fight.
Аз күндер қалды.
Yeah, there is 2 weeks left, and I'm looking for it. Hopefully, we're gonna see.
Yep. Anyway, so tell him that I wish him safe weeks before it goes. Franklin Brewer, as a fan, I totally agree. At this level, world titles are made by select matches. Yes, that is how it should be. Yep. Thank you for your support, my friend. John, thank you very much, my friend. It was an honor to have
I
you
appreciate
here.
it, Engin.
And
Always
wish you the
appreciate
best.
the opportunity, and I'm excited to be part of the third event that I've been able to take part in. So, yeah, it's funny when when Igor asked me to pull in the PAL 95 kilogram class, and I saw the kids that were Ongarbayev was one of the favorites at the time. I thought to myself, yeah, I'll participate, but I don't expect to compete with these guys, but. In this situation, and
Mhm.
now I'm excited. So I feel like I have a chance,
Yeah,
and it's a completely different situation. I'm actually feeling like, all right,
yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
good.
So the things doesn't go always as planned, but sometimes just life is
it
just
ends up happening anyway. So yeah,
yes, yeah. But I'm glad that you are in like almost best shape possible as of now, and you're ready to pull. It will be great. Anyway, so
looking
thank you very
forward
much,
to it.
John. Thank you,
All right, take care.
thank you, Kydyrgali.
All
Take
right,
care, my friend.
Thank you.
bye
Salam
bye.
alaikum.
We'll see you.
Yeah,
Selam.
yeah. See you. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.